Hi everyone, it's Will, and I'm here with an unboxing video for a new deck of cards called the Witch's Runes Divination deck. I got this from Artisan, and this is a totally new kind of deck for me. I've never read with anything like this before, so I don't really know what I'm getting into, so bear with me um, if things get weird or I get confused. That does happen. Let me get the plastic off and let's take a look at this thing. I'm very curious about it. I think that it actually includes 2 copies of the deck because I think it's a very small deck. I think it's a 16 card deck. So there's quite a large book here. The book takes up almost half of the space in the box, and so I haven't read any of this, obviously. I'm starting from scratch with these. So we'll play around with them, I think, but I will need to use the book because I have no idea what these cards mean or do. Ooh, gorgeous backs, though. Look at that. In love with the backs. They fan wonderfully. Just like all the other Artisan Tarot decks that I've used, they feel like they're perfect to shuffle. They're, it's thin cardstock, but it bounces right back. It's smooth. So am I correct in thinking that we've got 2 decks here? Yeah, so I think we've got 2 copies of this same deck. So I'm just going to set one of them aside. We don't need to look at both if they're identical. There's this poem, The Witch's Invocation, which is meant to explain what each of the cards or runes means. Let me read it quickly. The sun is for he, the moon is for she, the stone marked with H is for misery, the spears that cross stand for strife, the interlocking rings are love for life. The birds bring news, the waves will gather, the branch for new starts that matter. The snake will deceive, the wind will relieve, the scarab comforts all who grieve. The tadpole is about conception, black and white tells you which direction. Brown, most important of all, is you. Will I rise or will I fall? I love it. Not that long a poem either. Seems like a person would be able to memorize that without too much trouble. If you're into that sort of thing, which I from time to time am. So let me do a quick flip through. This will go very fast because there's only 15 cards here. Sun, so that's he. Moon, that's she. Stone marked with H, that's this one. This is misery. The spears that cross stand for strife, so this is strife. The interlocking rings are love for life, love. The birds bring news, here's news. The waves will gather, something gathering, coming together. The branch for new starts that matter, something growing, something starting new. The snake will deceive, deception lies. The wind will relieve, relief from trouble. The scarab comforts, comfort from a scarab. The tadpole is about conception, okay. And black and white tell you which direction. I don't know how to interpret that. I'll have to look at the book. And brown is you. Brown is the querent, it seems. And I'm not sure how that works with the sun and moon being he and she. I wonder if those just must represent other people in the querent's life. That, I think, is how I will interpret this, unless I see differently in the book. So, a lovely little deck, very little, right? Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me use this. I'm planning on at least trying it out on the channel, but I'd love to hear if anyone has any enthusiasm about that. Please do let me know in the comments. So let's do a little reading. I don't know what I'm doing here, folks. We'll see what comes up. Let's ask what's the first thing we should know about the Witch's Runes deck? What's the first thing we should know? I think that these would likely shuffle very well. Well, why don't I try it? As long as I'm saying it. Can I do a riffle shuffle and bridge with these? I know that I'll be able to. Yep, but you know, it's only 8 cards on each side, so I think overhand is fine for a deck of this size. So 3 cards. I hope that's how you read these. I guess I don't even know. Like, do I lay 3 out or am I being ridiculous? I'm gonna do it that way, just because that's how I always read my cards. Is I always lay out 3. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. If you know that I'm wrong, let me know in the comments that I'm wrong, and then I promise I'll do better and I will read the book. But let's just ask, what's the first thing a person should know about reading the Witch's Runes deck? I wonder if this is the kind of thing where you really need to do a grand tableau and use all of them. You know, like Lenormand, that could very much be true, and maybe this won't make any sense, but waves. Okay, and let's just pull up our cheat sheet here. So waves will gather. Okay, so gathering. Rings are for love. Is that right? The interlocking rings are for love and life. Gathering love and life. Wind. What was wind? What was wind? The wind will relieve you. Okay, so what's the first thing to know about this deck? It enables you to gather love and life that relieves you from bad things, strife, pain. Does that sound good? Gather, love, life, relieve. Cool. That's optimistic. I guess I was thinking something darker was on its way with these. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see me use this deck. I plan to play around with it. I'm going to read through the little book and see how you're supposed to use these. I mean, I know there's no rules in cartomancy, but you know, if a deck is designed to be used in a certain way, it's probably worth giving that a try. So I'll end it there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Witch's Runes unboxing by John St. Germain from Artisan Tarot, and have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.